What happened to Germans after World War II was far more horrifying than you thought, and no one talks about it. But why? When the war ended, you wouldn't just be celebrating liberation. You'd be standing in the ruins of your city, surrounded by 17.6 billion cubic feet of rubble, with no home, no food, and no way to survive. 3.6 million homes had been destroyed, and nearly 1 in 5 buildings was either severely damaged or completely leveled. If you were in Berlin when the Red Army arrived, you'd be hiding in a basement, hearing tanks grinding through the streets above. You'd tie a white cloth around your arm and run toward the Russian soldiers, not knowing if you'd be shot. If you were a woman aged 15 to 50, you'd be ordered to work 9-hour days clearing rubble by hand, forming long human chains, moving stones one by one for barely enough money to buy a scrap of food. Out of 75 million Germans, 40 million had been displaced. If you were coming home from a prisoner camp or returning from evacuation, you might travel hundreds of miles only to find nothing left, not even a patch of rubble to call your own. During this mass movement of people, you could become one of the 500,000 to 2 million who never made it back, dying from violence, starvation, or disease. If you survived and returned, you might dig a cave into the rubble or sleep on a park bench. By the winter of 1946, you'd be desperately selling Nazi uniforms and medals to Allied soldiers just to get cigarettes, which had become the only real currency.